I was reading in the Stars newspaper of some governors from Mount Kenya who are trooping at night at Wamunyoro. The most interesting bit is where one governor drove himself at the middle of the night with the headlights off, and I think desperate times call for desperate measures. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Gachagua and TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Today I want us to look at the difference that has emerged between Uhuru Kenyatta, the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya, and the second deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, Geoffrey Gachagua. Ladies and gentlemen, the differences have emerged. And the differences are actually threatening to tear the unity of Mount Kenya and Kenyans in general. In this video, I want us to look at the reason why Gachagua and Uhuru Kenyatta are not reading from the same script. I want us to look at the reason why they have differed. I want us to look at the reason, what is the cause of these differences? Because looking at them, in fact, they have not been seen together for long. What we have been seeing is Gachagua trying to create an impression, a perception that they are in good terms with Uhuru Kenyatta. You remember when Uhuru met with Gachagua in Ebu, Gachagua was not recognized by the former heads of state. And here are the reasons why they have differed. Number one, in my view, is about the year 2027 general election. 2027, the year of our Lord, when the country will go to the election and William Samoei Ruto will defend his position. What we are seeing are groupings. What we are seeing are formations that are emerging. Uhuru Kenyatta is for Jubilee. Gachagua has not yet named his party, but he has refused to join Jubilee. Uhuru Kenyatta is lobbying for Fred Okengo Matiang'i as the presidential candidate. And he's saying that this is somebody who has been tested. This is somebody who has been tried. This is somebody with good credentials. And this is somebody who is not tainted. On the other hand, Geoffrey Gachagua is for Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka as the presidential candidate. If you watch Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, you realize that they have a very good rapport. They have a very good working relation with Gachagua. And most of the time, you even see them together. When Gachagua is being interviewed, when he's talking about the unity, when he says that we can unite with the Kaba, with the what, you realize he gives a lot of priorities to the Kaba nation, and he refers to them as Mount Kenya South. He refers to them as cousins. So it is these differences about the presidential candidate that is drifting the two leaders from our country apart. If they are going to converge, if they are going to agree on one presidential candidate, only time will tell. But when I look at it, when I ask the people of Mount Kenya, given Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka and Fred Okengo Matiang'i, whom would you choose? Majority of people are for Fred Okengo Matiang'i. Number two, in my view, is because of the Scramble for Mount Kenya. The Scramble for Mount Kenya is real. William Samoei Ruto wants a share of Mount Kenya, and that is why he nominated Kithure Kindiki as his deputy. That is why you see people like Mwangi Kiojuri and others, they can be able to go to meetings even when they are not wanted. And we saw it in Laikipia the day before yesterday. The other person is Gachagua. Gachagua wants to control Mount Kenya. And he's doing everything possible to ensure that he's controlling Mount Kenya. And when you look at the person who is controlling Mount Kenya, Gachagua seems to have an upper hand compared to Uhuru Kenyatta, who also want to control the politics of Mount Kenya. If you look at the leaders who are converging around Gachagua, there are very many, and they are very bold. Akina Nyutu, they are coming out very, very strongly, and they are fearless. They are Karugwa Zangwa. But Uhuru Kenyatta, the fact that he's a retired head of state is something that is actually limiting him to come out openly in the public. And because people would question What does he want? And he has been the president. In fact, many people would prefer him to support a candidate silently. But he wants to control the politics of Mount Kenya. So the scrabble is real. The other reason number 3, is who is going to be a kingpin of the mountain. Now, not the votes, not the scrabble for the votes, not the scrabble for who is going to have many followers. It is now the kingpin, the kingship itself. You realize that when Uhuru Kenyatta retired, Mount Kenya was left without a leader. Gachagua was actually there, but many people did not agree with him. Many people did not come out to support him. Many people did not recognize him. The other day, I heard Mother Wangari Karua, the former Gachagua member of parliament and a cabinet minister in Mwai Kibaki's government, saying that Uhuru Kenyatta remains the kingpin of the mountain. Even Gachagua recognized that. There was a time he recognized Uhuru Kenyatta as the kingpin of the mountain. But looking at what is happening on the ground, action speaks louder than word. There is real scrabble who is going to be the kingpin of the mountain. And let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at the mountain, between Gachagua and Uhuru Kenyatta, who is the kingpin of the mountain? Because this is one of the sources of the differences. Because each one of them need to respect each other. But do you think Uhuru Kenyatta can accept to declare publicly that he has endorsed Gachagua as the kingpin of the mountain, like John Mishoki did to Uhuru Kenyatta? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Because these differences are actually real. The other reason is mistrust. Rigathi Gachagua strongly feel that Uhuru Kenyatta is likely to support William Samoei Ruto. When he had an interview, he talked about the red wheelbarrows. When he was talking about the red wheelbarrows, he was actually talking about Jubilee. He said many will come in the name of the wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow will come in different colors. There will be an orange wheelbarrow. There will be a red wheelbarrow. He was actually referring to Uhuru Kenyatta. He doesn't trust Uhuru Kenyatta. And after Uhuru Kenyatta met William Samoei Ruto at Gatodo residence of the home of the former first president, that is Jomo Kenyatta, Ishaweri, people started saying that Uhuru Kenyatta is supporting William Samoei Ruto. So there's a lot of mistrust. And whenever there's a mistrust, you expect these kind of differences. And Gachagua cannot allow Uhuru Kenyatta to continue doing this unless this is actually stopped. There is also the historical differences. These historical and behavioral differences, that is what I call it. When Rigathi Gachagua became the deputy president, he started attacking Uhuru Kenyatta. He started attacking the first family. You remember, the first family actually blamed Rigathi Gachagua for the Northern Farm raid, and when it was touched and when the sheep was stolen. Gachagua was the deputy president. William Samoei Ruto was not in Kenya, and Gachagua was in charge. So they have been blaming him, and they have not been very, very happy about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, these differences can only work to favor one, William Samoei Ruto. These differences, if they escalate, William Samoei Ruto is going to win the presidency with a landslide. Umoja ni nguvu, utengano ni udhaifu. Maneno ya wahega, wahega wakosei. Mara kwa mara lilosemwa na wahega hutokea. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.